Hey, Darren and Shawn here, and we're standing in front of an Acura RSX. And why are we interested in an Acura RSX?
Because Plooy.
Because Plooy. We're not actually interested in an Acura RSX. But as you remember, Plooy has an Acura EL, the L, and this RSX, apparently, so he tells us, has much more awesome spring rates compared to the very soft, mushy crap that he has
in the slightly fancy Civic.
In the slightly fancy Civic. So what he wants to do is retrofit these cool RSX pieces and its sway bar. And we happen to be in the junkyard exploring seats for Ivan 2104, which is probably going to come out of
Civic over there.
A Civic over in that direction. So Civic seats. So as a cool guy favor to another guy in the project, we're going to, oh my god, that is success already. We're going to try and pull this junk so that Plooy can make his stuff a little bit more sportesque. Oh, in the back, he also indicated he wants the sway bar, and he said he wants the sway bar if it's the thick one. This one here is about the diameter of my middle finger, which to me as a Mustang guy, that is barely a sway bar, but to him, he says that is indeed the thick one, so we'll try and salvage that as well. So, let's see how this goes, because we did not come prepared to pull suspension. We came to get seats.
Yeah.
But I think we'll be able to pull it off. While Shawn grunts at the front suspension, let's take a little tour of this one. It was a non-S version and an automatic. It has silver gauges, which tells me absolutely nothing because I'm not a Honda guy. Plooy is probably shouting at the screen with lots of cool facts and figures. But as you can see, this one is pretty plain Jane. But look at this. Oh, sweet badges. There you go. We'll be able to put that on the EL and make it way faster already. Badges are always cool. So Shawn is making pretty good time on the lower strut mounts. We know that the tie rod mount, which is up here on the strut, because Honda,
yep,
they that's going to be kind of tricky because the hammer we have brought is not really suitable for tie rodding. So we're going to see if Shawn can double fist, brute force and ignorance that thing apart. But this is going pretty well so far. And Plooy is at home, warm and dry, but it's, look at the sun, everyone. It's pretty warm and dry out here in the junkyard anyway. It's not a bad day. Things are starting to melt. Spring is on the way. And if your car is in storage, don't worry. Some of ours are too. And it is getting closer and closer to
summer.
It is getting closer and closer to summer driving season. Hey Shawn, how'd that go?
Not bad.
Not
a little
bad.
bit of hammering, a little bit of cursing, a little bit of brute force.
So one down, one Sportesque front to go.
Sportesque-ish.
Sportesque-ish.
Slightly sporty for the slightly fancy.
Well, what's the original spring rates? I think it's 150 inch-pounds on the front of the EL, and this is like substantially better than
200
that.
and some, I'm sure the internet will say.
Oh yeah. Plooy again will be shouting at the screen, correcting us. He'll tell us exactly how much this is.
From his warm couch.
Yes, from his couch. Plooy, we're just going to razz on you the entire time.
Also, he wasn't cool enough to come out for jalapeno poppers or nachos last night.
Yeah, he did miss the board meeting, which was basically Russian beer and hot things, which were tasty.
And car videos.
And car videos.
Well, let's hit when you can swing the right way.
And
you
that...
never want to swing the wrong way.
Oh, it's getting weird already. That's what happens when we work on Hondas.
Makes me feel all weird inside.
So, that's success. That is super quick success. Shawn has definitely ripped the front end of the car apart very quickly. There's the other one over there. That's also success lying in the snow. This is going really well. I bet you the back end is going to give us trouble because the front end went a little too nicely.
Well, they did miss me standing on a 1/2 inch ratchet and making the front end of the car drop 6 inches.
Yeah, Shawn didn't bring a breaker bar because we weren't planning on doing chassis work. So he just used the gravitational pull of his leg and stood on a ratchet. Worked well, but it punched him in the knee. That was pretty funny. I missed that though.
It hurt. Right under the kneecap.
Didn't hurt me at all. Looked pretty good though.
Well, Plooy sits on the couch.
Plooy's on the couch. Huh. This one looks significantly less accessible.
Yes. Plooy's fault.
It is Plooy's fault. Plooy, why does Honda make it so things aren't junkyard accessible? Can you put that in the comments below? We were kind of curious. Yeah, that works. Alright, Shawn's installing more leverage, which is a junkyard piece. They have these levers lying around just for your convenience.
Plooy, I hate you. This is not healthy for a ratchet.
Accessibility! Yay! Triumph and success.
Not the sound of defeat. Yay!
So more of the rear subframe is coming out because
This now has to come with the car, or with the shocks.
we can't get it apart.
Anyone who drives a Honda, I'm sorry for bashing your Honda.
But Honda, Shawn says.
Including Shannon Bray. He has a hybrid or something now.
What?
Yeah.
Ah, disappointing.
Trying to be all responsible like. Fuck out.
Sit rep. Things are going good. They're not going 100% smooth. We've had to drop the entire rear subframe to get those bolts because we really don't have the tools. Shawn is currently carefully removing the interior so they can access the top of the rear struts. That way we'll be able to hold them. Careful, you'll upset our safety.
There we are.
Now, Shawn, you've done some restorations in your time, and those pieces you've removed are ideal for another restoration project, RSX?
Actually, the interior in the sleeve fucking meant.
Well, yeah, actually it was.
Before I got to it.
Uh-huh, spare tire.
Well, they put that one in a bastard spot behind there.
Well, you can crawl in from the... Oh, look at that.
And it's boltable, but the bolts behind.
Plooy's going to enjoy installing these. I hope the EL is set up exactly like this, but with like a partial shelf right here.
Yeah,
in the
more stuff in the way. I hope to fuck.
Shawn's slightly embittered by this uninstall, but that's okay. It's going real well. So, hopefully we'll catch up with you when these are with their friends over there. That, it's everything Plooy wanted and more. That wasn't too bad, eh, Shawn?
No. You actually could probably bolt everything in. Maybe the RSX has stronger bushings or something.
Well, maybe. But for our purposes, I don't know. We'll try and separate these, but we're just not really set up for these. So we'll try and get that. We'll get him his sway bar, which apparently that is the big sway bar, which is
I love that.
Which is impossibly small. But sure, different strokes, different folks, different applications. This mat's awesome. Shawn basically found us a plastic coated crazy carpet to work on. It's been nearly killing us for like the last 20 minutes. Look at that. Behold all of the resplendent glory. Darren here with a junkyard trick. You see here, we've got a rusty bolt. We didn't bring any penetrating fluid, but we do have engine oil widely available from the dipstick. Use that, if nothing else. If you need more, there's a whole sump full of it in the front, and you just pull it out with this little doodad. Guys, there it is. It's done. Our pile of success for Plooy, which will make the EL handle less like a slightly sporty Civic and more like a sporty or two-door Civic thing. But Shawn, right here, this guy, he gets beer and food from Plooy. So stay tuned for next time. We will see you around. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe because we are still in the junkyard. Later.